All right, welcome everyone. So Heroscape here today with another update number 38. We're in the final week. We've got up through update 42 through this week before we hit the big announcement on October 1st. So just want to make sure that you are all aware and it's in your calendars that 2:15 Eastern, right? 2:15 Eastern is when the section of the Avalon Hill panel is going live. That's been announced publicly. PulseCon is technically happening all weekend on on the 30th, Friday and Saturday, and then the 1st, October 1st on Saturday. And they have tons of different content, so feel free to obviously tune into their other content. But the Heroscape portion for the HasLab crowdfunding project and all the announcements, and then the panel that they announced will be on the 1st at 2:15. That's kind of the time slot, Eastern again. So put that in your calendars. Get excited. Spread the word. Make sure everyone's up to date on all their technology so they can jump on and view that, because that's gonna be where all the information we get for kind of the official timeline and how this is all going to work out. So again, just encourage you to spot some time in your day to be there. Okay, yeah, we've got some updates today. Couple art or design miniature photos plus some bios. So we'll just jump right in and look at those real quick.
There is a beast in everyone, and it stirs when you put a sword in their hand. Not all that rallied to the banners of the Clockwork Combine were unprepared for battle when it came. While the Vorid peacefully tended their fields in ignorance of pending doom, others sharpened steel and forged armor. They trained for a war they hoped would never arrive and organized into the knightly orders that became the immovable shield wall of the Combine. Each Ordo, specialized in different techniques of combat, trained their aspirants to leverage their natural instincts into martial disciplines of warfare. When the first attack happened on Nox Dorma, it was the Frostclaw Paladins that first stood in defiance of the onslaught. With teeth and claws, they protected the Vord, and in return, the Vord offered the Frostclaw with technology to augment their strength, their speed, and their skill. Now in Valhalla, standing shoulder to shoulder with the mightiest heroes of Jandar's Legion, the Frostclaw Paladins stand in opposition to new enemies, but with the same courage and virtue that made them worthy to call themselves present in the battle of all time. Alright. So here's the concept art. I'm only going to stay here for half a second because quickly after posting this, they posted the actual miniatures. So we're going to look at the actual miniatures here. And here they are. I will note that Intergalactic Patrick posted this one first, which is a cool 360 view of the squad. But then, and Carmine followed it up with he one-upped him here with a post of this picture, which shows the unique squad with what I would believe is the hero here on the left. Though we didn't get any information on the hero. So here on the left is the hero. And then you've got the three-man squad, unique squad here. So if we go back here, we get kind of a full 360 view. They each have, it looks like, armor on the front. And then these on the back, you can see these, that what they're referring to, the augmented technology that augments their strength and speed. So my guess is they, have some sort of buff or boost that they get because of that. Not sure what mechanic would be shown there. I mean, they just kind of look like they're punching, these massive fist knuckle spike things. So I'm not sure that those are going to end up being too crazy in terms of what their abilities are. Probably just some sort of, once per turn, they can add an additional skull or get an insta skull or something like that. Yeah, this guy looks pretty gnarly too. Yeah, I mean, their fists are heavily mechanized. I mean, they have... Yeah, I'm not really sure. It doesn't really give us any ideas as to what that ability might be. but they're frickin' bears. My guess is polar bears. I don't know why. That in my mind, I just think polar bears because Jandar is associated with blue and snow, and I don't know why, but that's just kind of in my mind. So I really love this MP4 360 view of them. I think that looks pretty legit. But then Carmine's giving us the hero here. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Again, I think what is pretty cool about what we learn about their backstory is that they are on Noxdorma with the Vorid people, and that it sounds like these are Ordo. I don't know if that's the actual species or if that's like a warrior class. But I'm gonna venture to guess that Vorid is the species, and then Ordo is the species of these bear type things. And it's interesting that the Vorid, kind of were an ignorant race, more peaceful, kind of hoping nothing bad was going to happen. And these guys are like, no, we're pretty sure bad stuff's going to happen, but we're gonna prepare. And Frostclaw Paladins, that sounds pretty legit. I'm loving that name. So also confirmed that it's part of Jandar's Legion, so that's pretty great. Though I guess we could have known that based off of the color. We know that all the miniatures are being printed in their general, the color of their general. So there's that. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Pretty straightforward update today on the on this design.
So this was a quick one. Hard to top last week's 2 designs per day, and then 10 miniatures, and I think 8 designs on Friday. Obviously, the penguin with a machine gun was kind of this just massive drop that got everybody excited. So don't forget about that one. If you haven't seen that, go back to my last video and check it out from Friday's post. So again, great little updates. We get to see little snippets of what they have planned. We get to see a little bit more Jandar. I don't think we've been seeing much of Jandar units up to this point. So kind of hoping maybe that's this week's focus is some of Jandar's units. That would be really cool. I will say that in Carmine last week said that, this week's drops there's going to be a couple that should be people saying, well, I didn't see that one coming. So really hoping to see some of those at the end of the week. I'm thinking probably Thursday, Friday, they're gonna throw some of that at us. So get excited for that. Again, throw on your calendars 2:15 Eastern for the panel for PulseCon with all the announcements this weekend. Other than that, we don't have too much else to announce unless you're in the Peoria area. Again, I know there's lots of you within a 3-4 hour radius of Peoria, right? So look at your maps, see where you live, see how far Peoria is away from you. We're trying to build this area. Lot of great competitive games to be had at the tournament scene. It's a great space, great people to play with, and find your local tournament, right? Find your local game store, find your local tournament. Heroscape is up and alive again, and it's just a lot of fun to get together every month and have some games. So for those of you 3 or 4 hours, away from Peoria, I encourage you to come out. Next event is October 15th, Saturday, October 15th. So we're looking at, 2.5 weeks away now. The details for that event, I think, have been posted. We know the date, but I'm not sure 100%. I'll have to double check if the format details have been posted. But yeah, so stay updated on that. Again, find your local Heroscape tournament, find your local scene, get involved. Because this is getting real now. We're a few days away from the official announcement, so make sure everybody, friends, family are aware. Get those pocketbooks ready, and let's get this week started and get excited. All right, that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.